This right here is a powerful video.
Fit an empty bottle into a bulb holder because bulbs are usually vacuum sealed inside, or they
And I wonder if you got the entire message. Be right back. Time. You can't press rewind. Time. What's up, y'all? Piece of the puzzle here. Hope this piece gives you peace. This is Piece to the Puzzle E, where we're going to break down messages so we can build up for clarity. Why? Because I'm the message architect, and we want to have such insight about something. You get on here and you could use these things, you could use these skills in real life as you talk to people, places, and things, jobs, especially purpose of the opposite of sex, and most of all, your relationship with God himself. Okay, so today I'm doing a commentary on a video, one particular video. What video is that? A man put a bottle where a light bulb go. Very powerful, insightful video, right? But I wonder, did you get the whole entire message? Okay, so I'm gonna play this video all the way through, and then we're gonna go back and break this thing down. All right? Okay, so here we go. I'm excited. All right, here we go.
everyone started calling him mad for trying to fit.
First of all, I was trying to find this guy's particular video to give him a credit. The person that used this is not even the person that made this. I saw this not a while ago, like a week and a half ago, and I ran across it and I thought I saved it about this. So cool. If anybody got this video, give me the link and I can put it in my description so he could get the credit for this insightful thing. All right, here we go.
Calling him mad for trying to fit an empty bottle into a bulb holder because bulbs are usually vacuum sealed inside or they'd burn out, but he wasn't trying to light it up. He was actually trying to give a wise piece of advice that everyone needs to hear.
Just because you fit in, it doesn't mean you always belong there.
All right, cool. There's so many things in this message that I want to bring to light. I truly believe when there is a insightful message given, there's all extra nuggets the person probably didn't mean to do, but it's a part of the whole thing that I got, right? I believe when God uses people to do anything, that there's multifold of how something come together and what you get out of it. All right, and I really want to come back and make it clear that we're really examining fit versus how do I know I'm supposed to be here or not, right? And after you go through the video, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions that make you think about your present circumstances and whatever you're dealing with, so you can have more clarity. Okay, so see you at the end of the video. So right here, there's a man that's putting a bulb where a light bulb go. Look like his bathroom. Cause I see, well, you can't see it, but there's a faucet. Now, do I think he did all that? No, I particularly think the bottle and when he said at the end was the only thing he was referring to as an insightful thing. To me, I see a mirror. You gotta look at yourself. I see the where he's putting the bulb at, I see where he's putting a bottle at versus right next to it is where the bulb is. Comparison, right? One thing that he couldn't do, which I'm thankful he didn't do it. Who knows? I don't think nothing will happen. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not an electrician. He didn't cut on the light switch. If you look at the other bulb, it's still off. I'm sure that other bulb works. So if he would have cut that light switch on to illuminate the other bulb, then this bottle could have get burnt up. Maybe nothing would have happened. Leave your comments and say, oh, you dummy, nothing would have happened. Or like, yeah, you're right. I'm not sure. Put in the comments what you think. Let me know if you are an electrician and what could have, should have happened. I don't know. But anyway, the fact that he's pointing at it and then he says what?
Just because you fit in, it doesn't mean you always belong there.
That bulb fits perfectly where the light bulb goes, right? Perfectly, right? That gives me a very insightful thing about, how things are made and who makes them. The same person that made the screws for the light, maybe it's a universal machine that makes screw on things, whatever. So, I'm saying capitalism, son. All right, anyway, he said just because you fit in don't mean you was meant to be there, right?
It doesn't mean you always belong there.
Don't mean you always belong there. You could fit in there, don't mean you always belong there. So let's go ahead and pack down what he's saying. Number one, it fits there. You might fit at that job. You might fit in that relationship. It might fit. Like, what I'm saying? People think like, well, if it fits, it might be good. And this is amazing to me. So it fits right? So now what? If I fit there, then how can I determine I don't belong there? See, we can visually see the difference, especially out of comparison with the other light bulb. We can all know what's going on here. But how do I know I fit somewhere, but I don't belong there? I'm glad you asked! Alright, cool. So, now we broke down a video. We broke down his message. Now we about to build up to get clarity. Alright, cool. Alright, back. Let's go back.
Everyone started calling him mad for trying to fit an empty
First of all, you have to work it to get in there. For you to be where you at, there is effort involved. There's effort in everything you do. There's effort to build a relationship. There's effort to get where you at that job. There's effort to do what type of business you desire to do. There's effort to live where you are. There's effort in friendships. There's effort. For that bulb to get in there, it has to be twisted in. You cannot be where you at if you did not purposely be there. So let's get on the ownership. We're not going to cast blame on, it is you that made me be here. No, it is you that's why you here. Get out of my life. Because just as much as that bottle don't belong there, whoever allowed things to happen, just as your fault because you allowed it. And as much as you purposely did effort to be there, it's not the other person's fault. Meaning, even though the bottle was doing effort to fit in, it was the fixture that allowed the bottle to do all the work or to do things to be there. At any time, you could tell someone, hey, I know you're trying to be here. I know what this business means. I know what this situation is. But based upon who you are, I don't allow you into my life. We always talk about being in someone else's life. Let's also talk about what you allowed in your life. So can we stop casting blame? Stop casting blame. It's you that made me mad. I didn't make you be anything. It is you that no one can make you do what you don't do. Anything you do is because that's what you did. What a person do is because they wanted to do it. If they don't do it, it's because they don't want to do it. Period. Okay? All right. Let's keep working it.
empty bottle into a bulb holder because bulbs are usually vacuum sealed inside, or they...
Now, comparison. Everybody want to be like somebody else. Why are you there? Why are you there? Are you there because you saw another person be where they at and you want to be like them? Clearly, that bottle can't be like the other bulb. Clearly. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing what you're doing based upon what you see other people do? Because if you turn the light switch on, they glowing, they popping, they like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Look where they displayed that. Let me be up there. But you are a bottle. That don't mean you're less than. We're getting somewhere. That don't mean you're less than. You're a bottle. But you thought you could be a bulb because you fit just like everybody else. But how do I know I don't belong here? Don't worry about it. We're going to get into it.
They'd burn out, but he wasn't trying to light it up. He was actually trying to give a wide...
Alright? Second, when you somewhere you're not supposed to be, you affect other people. This dude could not cut on a switch to cut the other bulb on because you out of position. You out of pocket. You want to be where you're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? If you're a nerd, you nerd. If you into that, you into that. If you're not welcome, wherever you at, because you there, you might be hindering someone else's progress or being who they supposed to be. Sometimes you could be in a space and because of who you are and you don't belong there, you don't mean no harm. You didn't mean this bottle did not have bad intentions. He did it so gentle, not mean, no attitude, but yet the bottle still affects the other bulb. You gotta be what God made you to be. You can't compare yourself to try to be like everybody having a podcast. You have to do what you're purposed to do. A lot of times we're after being with everybody else is trying to be, and you lose the focus and the vision of who you are. You get what I'm saying? You hear another woman say a whole bunch of stuff that she desires, and next thing you know, you hijack her vision, and now you're being someone else and don't even know it. You desire what this other man have. You want a woman like that, and this and third, whatever, but you done hijacked another man that's not even you. You're not even in the same position, and you don't even know that you lost. You want to hijack all these things that you hear, and sometimes we're in the most confused generation. Don't go to school, because there's so much debt. knowing you were supposed to be a doctor. You be in a position you would have saved somebody. You were supposed to be a lawyer. You were supposed to be whoever, a psychologist. You were supposed to be a police officer. Who knows where things are not supposed to be because how many people are out of position? We're so focused on all the bad things going on that we have not even considered that maybe if someone was in position, that thing would have never happened. I'm just here with everybody else. Why everybody attacking me? Why? Read the room. You know what I'm saying? Next part, which is the money maker. Why you do not. And how do you know you don't belong there? Huh? How do you know? Let's go.
Wise piece of advice that everyone knows into a bulb holder because bulbs are usually vacuum sealed inside or they'd burn out, but he wasn't.
Now, he was able to let go. That bottle was able to be there on its own. But guess what? Purpose. The fixture has a purpose. The bottle has a purpose. The other light bulb has a purpose. You know how you know when you're not able to do what your purpose to do. That light switch, that light fixture carries electric current to give to a light bulb to shine, to give a light, because the light fixture's purpose is to give electricity to a light bulb. Now, ain't nobody judging what type of light bulb. You have all different types of light bulb. It depends on what you desire. Yellow light bulbs, you could be bright white light bulbs. You could be one of those pointy light white bulbs, round one, old fashioned, newness. You could be LED, all the different types of light bulbs. But guess what they all have in common? They're able to allow this light fixture to be who the light fixture is supposed to be. The bottle is supposed to carry water. The bottle is not even meant to be nowhere near that light fixture. As a matter of fact, the bottle carries liquid that can do damage to the light fixture. So even when that bottle try to be what it's supposed to be, and you put water in that bottle and put that thing right back up there, if you try to put water in that bottle and be what you're supposed to be, but then you try to go back and fit where you don't belong, if that water connects with the electricity of another person, guess what we have? A mess. And we all think that the bottle, something wrong with you. No, there's nothing wrong with the bottle. And there's nothing wrong with the water inside the bottle. There was never nothing wrong with you. Oh, it's electricity. It was electricity that affected what I... No. Ain't nothing wrong with the fixture. There wasn't nothing wrong with you. When you was giving, when you was your energy. The energy you was giving was not meant for the other person because what was inside of them. It was just a shock. Fire hazard could start. See, this thing is out of place. But maybe you like the electricity of a person. So what? You a bottle. You don't belong there. Now, you could put a bottle in a refrigerator. You supposed to be in a river, maybe collecting more water. Or you could put juice in there. Don't mean you gotta do water. You could do juice. You could do milk. You could do any type of liquid. You could put something in you, use it, and you are able to be refilled because you're a person that replenishes people. And you're out of place. You're out of order because what's supposed to be here is another bulb. Where's that bulb at? See, and that's what's going on. Can you be what God made you to be? Someone made that bottle. Someone made the light fixture. Somebody made the light fixture for a purpose. The manufacturer. You were made with a purpose. You were made to be what God called you to be. But if you are unevenly yoked, if God made you a bottle, you out of position, you out of pocket. That's not meant for you, girl. That's not meant for you, boy. You gotta be and go where you're meant to be. So even though you fit somewhere, are you living out what you were designed to do? I'm real big on know what you're supposed to do and who you are as you get to know people, places, and things. Because a lot of times, most of the time, your purpose will show you who you supposed to be around. We always go to negative.
He's actually trying to give a wise piece of advice that
wise,
everyone
but
needs to
watch
hear.
Just because you fit in, it doesn't mean you always belong there.
But let's flip it. Let's just say he did put a bulb there. You fit in and you belong there. You get what I'm saying? You not only fit in, but look how you're being fulfilled. That bottle will always be unfulfilled in that position. That light fixture will always feel like, man, I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then we get the blame game on. And then that other bulb can't be turned on because you out of position. People can't be them when you're around. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but maybe you weren't meant to be around there. We always quick to judge everybody. Come on, turn the light switch on. You understand, if that person will do their purpose, I ain't sign up for it. You heard that? I didn't sign up for this. We're not talking about growth can turn to a jug. That bulb can turn to a tank, can be recycled and turned to something else. It's still made of plastic. It could be a water bottle today and grow to be something else tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? People grow. But when you're supposed to be where you're supposed to at, even when you grow, still work. All right, now you watched it. If you fit, how do you know you belong? Well, you're going to answer these certain questions. Fit is about compatibility. It might be compatible, so that's good. But belonging is about purpose, right? Because when you belong there, you're activated, what you're meant to do, right? So I want to ask you these questions so you can have clarity about your situation. Okay, so you don't judge belonging by comfort. You judge belonging by output. So these are 3 questions. Question number 1, are you becoming what you are designed to become? Whether you're at your job, a local ministry, a dating relationship, or the space you're in. Are you becoming what you are designed to become? Because that means you belong there. Short term, no. We could deal with something short term. This is long term questions. So this is what that's about. Question number 2, is the environment pulling the right functions out of you? Because the environment gives you opportunity to be activated. Sometimes you could be somewhere and feel like you don't belong there, but you know you fit and you're welcome, but I don't feel like I belong here. Because what? Is it pulling you towards your function? Is the environment activating your function? Number 3, are you productive in the way you were created to be productive? Or are you productive in a way they or other people want you to be productive? Is it internally activated on your productivity? And is it in a way you want to be productive? See, the bottles fits, but if it can't fulfill the assignment, it's not in the right socket. All right. So purpose test number 2. This is relationships, church, space, even a job. All right. And you can apply it. Belonging is about whether you're accepted. Because you can fit. You see the actual bottle was accepted. It's about whether your purpose is activated. So, a job. You might fit the culture. You might be black, white, or they might accept multicultural, equal opportunity type of this. So you might fit the culture. You might fit the schedule. Everything works out perfectly. You fit the pay scale. But if your core strengths are unused, you don't belong there long term, right? Okay, relationships. You might be desired. You might be chosen. You might even be loved. Because again, that's accepted. But if the relationship suppresses who you're becoming, wrong socket. So you shouldn't feel suppressed in a relationship. You should feel activated. It don't necessarily mean comfortable. Do not align purpose with comfort. Because you could be doing your purpose in a very uncomfortable situation because growth is happening as well. Church and community. So this is whether you go to a local ministry or you're a part of any type of community involvement at any level. You can fit the room, serve on a team, speak the language. Again, you see how that all means acceptance? But if your calling never gets light, you're misplaced. You're not rejected. You're just not in the situation for you to light up, for you to do what is in your heart to do. Long term, you can do all those things. All right. So here's the dangerous part. If you are somewhere that you fit, but you don't belong, this is where you don't get growth. And eventually you're going to create destruction. Kind of like sizzling somewhere inside of you. Hope it is. If it's waking you up, or it's confirming. Okay. And what if you are misaligned? It stalls purpose. It don't really stall it in a sense of it damages how you get purpose. Because even when you come out of what what's fitting to go somewhere what you supposed to do. This is where people are in somewhere they belong, but yet you are associating from where you wasn't belonging, and now you got to be healed from where you came from. See how that work? So what if you're misaligned, what happens? Burnout, explosive relationships, toxic work environments, spiritual confusion. All these things is what happens if you're misaligned. The grand finale. Maybe you are a bottle and you're supposed to be a ball. Maybe how you're moving today is not who you're supposed to be. Maybe you do fit up there, but based upon who you are today, you don't work. So guess what? That's right, invitation of being reborn. See, we live this life as bottles, and you're trying to be a bottle. I'm a good bottle. I'm a great bottle. And then you try to be where a bulb should be, but you can't do it because you need to be connected to God. You need to be reborn. You need to be a new creature. It says, all those in Christ Jesus are new creatures. Old things have passed away. Let them bottles go. But you can't do it without him. You must be reborn again. You're trying to take your old you to do things that don't require or cannot work with the old you. You need a new you. The new you, the bulb that's supposed to be here is through Christ. You must be reborn again. You got a lot of bottles out here, and you're supposed to be the light of the world. Can't do it in the condition that you're in. And far as salvation goes, if the bottle is trying to live like a bulb, effort won't save you. You don't need adjustment. You need transformation through Christ Jesus. And all you got to do is say, Father, I believe you sent your only begotten Son for me. And I have confessed with my mouth and I believe in my heart that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. If you have confessed that prayer and you believe that, you're now reborn. Now you just got to get to know who you are. You still have a bottle mindset. It's time to renew your mind like a bulb. See? And go get water baptized. Alright? I hope you got the full message. This is the Message Architect. Don't worry about you fitting in, not supposed to be there. Now focus on where you're supposed to be with your purpose. Your purpose shows you a whole lot of where you're supposed to be. Follow and trust it. Keep faith in God. Jesus Christ love you. This has been Piece of the Puzzle, and I hope this piece gave you peace. Peace. Time.